Commissioner Price, to you and the other members of the Commissioners Court, thank you for everything that you've done. It is always wonderful to follow Commissioner Price, largely because my pinstripe seems so much more subtle. You know, great cities both have and need great hospitals. And here in Dallas, we're privileged because we've got some marvelous institutions, but none more notable than Parkland. It was back in 1894 that the doors of Parkland first opened. And at that time, Dallas was a sleepy little city that really had yet to emerge on a national scene. Well, I can tell you Parkland had an enormous impact on the community then, and especially on the growth that Dallas would see in the future. In 4 years, when we open the new Parkland, I can assure you that Parkland, just as it did back in 1894, will have an enormous impact on our community and also position us to continue to grow and increase stature on a national and an international basis. You know, in 1894, when that hospital opened, it was a major investment. And indeed, it's a major investment here today. It is because of people like you that this is possible. You know, in most places, a public hospital would be a public hospital. But here it's so much more than that. It truly is a partnership. As was mentioned, the Simmons Foundation, the Reese Jones Foundation, foundations, individuals, and companies have stepped forward. And that's what we see today. Even most recently today, Bank of America, Richard Holt and his team donated $1 million to continue to push it. Richard, could you stand up and we can give you a thanks? Thanks, Richard. That investment will be reflected in the buildings that you'll see in that model. But we need to remember that it's not the building that counts, it's what's going to happen into it. It'll be individuals that are trained in medicine from great institutions like UT Southwestern. We've seen over the years the great physicians that have been trained in Parkland. Just think of the ones in the future that will be. But most importantly, as Scott touched on, it's the people. The people that'll be touched, impacted, lives saved, families that are going to be changed. That's what this hospital, that's what this investment is all about. To all of you, on behalf of the City of Dallas, thank you for what you've done. This is an important part of our community. As we look to the future, we look forward to Parkland that, again, will service the needs of all of the people of this great region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Leppert. Commissioner Price, thank you both very, very much. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the President and CEO of the Parkland Foundation, David Krause. David has dedicated more than 24 years of his life, almost a quarter of a century, to improving health in the Dallas area, at Baylor, at Children's, and now at Parkland. He cares deeply about Parkland and those it serves every single day. And David, by the way, is this year's recipient of the Association of Fundraising Professionals' Outstanding Fundraising Executive Award, having given untold hours of his time to make this community a better place for all people in which to live. Certainly our congratulations in order, David. Well deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. David Krause.
Thank you very much, Scott. Our board chair for the foundation, Rosalind Dawson-Thompson, was scheduled to be with us today, but unfortunately, or fortunately, her work called her out of town. But I'm very grateful to her leadership on our board, as well as the strong leadership of all of our board members in making this day happen. Thank you to every one of you who are here today, because without you, Parkland would not be the noble institution that it is. The new Parkland is unique in another way, in that it is to be funded not only by debt, by the bond issue for which you so generously voted, thank you, taxpayers, but also by current and future reserves of Parkland's operations, which flow from a very effective and efficient leadership within our institution. but also philanthropy is a significant part of this funding as well. And today we're taking time especially to say thank you to our very generous philanthropists. We're building the new Parkland through a public-private partnership that's captured the attention of healthcare and other nonprofit organizations across the country. And I'm proud today to announce that we've raised more than $91 million toward our $150 million goal. You have in the program a partial listing of donors, and we'd like you to look on our website where we will list all of our donors. There's one donor that's not in this list, and I'm thankful to the mayor for pointing out the great $1 million gift from Bank of America. I just learned about it yesterday. So once again, Richard, thank you very much. We're grateful for that gift. Special thanks to our lead donors who have made really an historic statement by the generosity that they have brought to this project, the Harold Simmons Foundation and the Reese Jones Foundation. And I'm so grateful that Trevor and Jan are here today. And I'm grateful that Serena and Lisa are here with us today. I'm also grateful to my best buddies, and that is the leadership of our campaign, Nancy Hallbright and Don Glendenning. I think our Blackberries and iPhones are merged. We spend so much time in communication, but I'm so grateful for their friendship and for their energy in this endeavor. Right now, we want to share a video with you. And if you are not yet involved in the campaign, I hope that it will inspire you. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while our dirt turners and choir members prepare, I'd like to introduce to you a very special community choir, I guess best put, that has come together today to honor the heroes of our community and honor our heroes at Parkland. It is conducted by Dr. Jonathan Malunt. He is the artistic director of Turtle Creek Chorale. The chorale represents the many facets of our community standing together for Parkland. Performers include, now listen to this is really very impressive. It includes members of the police, our firefighters, churches, synagogues, local shelters, local arts organizations, and even these young folks that are right here in front of me from the Medrano Elementary School. They are students that will be singing along with the Parkland Choir. We are most honored that they have taken the time to share their gifts with each and every one of us today. So let's put our hands together and welcome them all.
He
Thanks to you all. Well done. Well done. Well, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, I ask that you direct your attention to the right, where our distinguished representatives prepare to officially break ground to build the new Parkland. This group includes Parkland Board of Managers, Parkland Foundation Board of Directors, Executive Committee, senior leadership at the health system, elected officials, Medical Staff President Dr. Stephen Bloom, I Stand for Parkland campaign co-chairs Nancy Albright and Don Glendenning, Physician Council co-chairs Drs. Catherine Waldrop and Roberto de la Cruz, Parkland employee campaign leaders, the honorary chair of our campaign, Serena Simmons Conley, and representing all of our generous donors, the Simmons and Reese Jones families. On the front row are our patients. They symbolize past, present, and future generations of patients to come. This hospital is being built for each and every one of them. And joining them on the front row is Parkland employee Marion Scott, whom Dr. Anderson introduced to us all earlier. Again, a giant thanks to all of you for helping us celebrate this historic moment, and certainly our thanks for standing for Parkland. And as you leave here today, I hope that you'll all remember you are the conduit to this great community. Carry this message about how we all are so lucky to have Parkland Hospital in our midst, in our neighborhood. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, I hope you'll join with me. Let's make an official countdown, just as though it was New Year's Eve, because this is a huge moment for us all. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.